Listening test instructions. The listening test is about 50 minutes. There are 6 parts in listening test. You will have about 6 minutes to listen to each passage and answer the questions. The passage will be played once.
Hey, you look concerned. What's on your mind?
The final exam. I'm not fully prepared yet.
Well, don't worry too much. You still have 3 days.
Yeah, but 3 days will fly past in a wink.
Well, you still have time to cram things in your brain anyway.
Question 1. Why is the man looked worried?
You will hear a conversation in 3 sections. You will hear each section only once. After each section, you will hear 2 or 3 questions. You will hear the questions only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Hey, can we talk? I'm honestly feeling a bit uneasy about the second act. The lighting cues during my solo aren't matching the beats we rehearsed. It's throwing me off.
Oh no, I had no idea it was affecting your performance that much. I've noticed a few hesitations on stage, but I thought it was nerves. When exactly is the issue happening?
It's right after the bridge when I step forward for the spotlight. It either comes late or not at all. Last night, I had to adjust mid-phrase and it broke the rhythm. I flagged it with tech, but nothing's changed.
That's frustrating. I completely understand why it's disorienting. If you're off, the whole moment loses impact. Let me double-check the cue sheet and speak to Liam from lighting.
Thanks. I hate to bring this up, especially this close to opening night, but it's messing with my confidence.
You're absolutely right to speak up. Your job is to deliver the moment. Mine is to make sure everything else supports that. Let's get this sorted tonight.
What does the director imply about Zoe's performance quality? Why does the lighting issue matter beyond Zoe's solo? How does the director view his role in relation to Zoe's performance?
You will hear the second section of the conversation shortly.
I reviewed the cue sheet with Liam. Turns out he was using an outdated version from Tech Week. The current blocking has you moving faster, and the light cue didn't account for that shift.
That explains the delay. We tweaked the timing days ago and I assumed it was passed along. I didn't realize the sheets could be mismatched.
Neither did I, but it's a good reminder. We've resynced everything, and Liam's going to manually trigger the spotlight tonight, just to be safe. I've also asked him to sit through your solo in rehearsal to fine-tune the timing.
That's reassuring. It's such a vulnerable part of the performance. I need that light to guide the emotional transition.
Exactly. It's not just about visibility, it's about storytelling. If the light comes in too late, it short-circuits the emotional build.
Thank you for taking this seriously. I know there's 100 moving parts, and it's easy for small things to slip.
You're a priority, Zoe. If something's not working, I want to know. That's how we make the show better together.
What does the stage director's comment about Liam's cue sheet primarily highlight? Why does Zoe mention the emotional transition in her solo? Why is Liam manually triggering the spotlight for tonight's show?
You will hear the third section of the conversation shortly.
Well, I just finished the run-through, and what a difference. The cue landed perfectly, I didn't have to adjust once. It felt seamless again.
That's amazing to hear. Liam was watching from the booth, and he said he could feel the shift too. It's like the whole scene breathed better.
Exactly. I could stay in the moment rather than anticipate a technical glitch. It changed my delivery entirely.
That's the magic of live theater. It's fragile and powerful all at once. And when every element is in harmony, it gives the audience goosebumps.
Agreed. I know it was just one cue, but for me, it was the difference between surviving the solo and owning it.
I love hearing that. And thank you for flagging it early. Open communication like that helps us avoid a last-minute scramble before opening.
I'll keep doing that. We're in this together, right?
Always. Let's keep refining and lifting each other up. That's how we build something unforgettable.
What does the stage director's comment about goosebumps imply? What does Zoe suggest about her past performances?
You will hear a conversation followed by 5 questions. Listen to each question. You will hear the question only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Hi there. You must be Anna, right?
Yes, nice to meet you. I'm a little nervous. This is my first time working with a personal trainer.
Don't worry at all. You're in good hands. We'll take it step by step. So, tell me, what brings you in today?
Well, I'm getting married in 4 months, and I'd really like to lose about 10, 15 kilos before the big day. I've tried dieting in the past, but I always end up giving up halfway.
First of all, congratulations on your engagement. And second, I totally get it. Many people struggle with consistency, especially with diets that are too restrictive. We'll focus on building a routine that's realistic and sustainable.
That sounds good. I work full time, so I can't spend hours at the gym every day.
No problem. We can start with 3 sessions a week here, and it'll give you simple home routines for the other days. Also, we'll work on improving your eating habits rather than putting you on a strict diet.
Honestly, I think I need that. I have a sweet tooth and sometimes snack late at night.
Totally normal. We'll find healthier options and work on portion control. This isn't about starving, it's about making better choices. Now, let's talk a bit about your current lifestyle. Do you exercise at all?
Not really. I walk a little, but that's about it.
That's a start. I'll assess your fitness level today, and we'll build from there. We'll begin with low-impact workouts to build strength, stamina, and flexibility. Eventually, we'll incorporate cardio, strength training, and a bit of HIIT.
Okay, but I'm afraid I might get sore or too tired to keep going.
That's a fair concern. We'll gradually increase intensity to avoid burnout. Recovery is part of the process. Rest days, stretching, hydration, and sleep all matter just as much as exercise.
Good to know. I always thought I had to go all in right away to see results.
That's a myth. What matters most is consistency. And I'll be here to motivate you, track your progress, and adjust your program when needed.
Sounds reassuring. Will I be able to see noticeable changes in 4 months?
Absolutely, if you stay committed. 10 to 15 kilos in 4 months is achievable with the right balance of training and nutrition. We'll also track other improvements like energy levels, sleep quality, and how your clothes fit, not just the number on the scale.
Great! I'm feeling more motivated already.
That's the spirit. We'll start today with a few basic movements to see where you're at, and I'll create a custom plan for you. Ready?
Let's do it.
Why does Mike suggest starting with low-impact workouts? What is implied about Anna's previous weight loss attempts? What mindset shift does Mike subtly encourage in Anna? What does Anna's initial nervousness most likely suggest? How does Mike aim to keep Anna motivated throughout the process?
You will hear a conversation followed by 6 questions. Listen to each question. You will hear the question only once. Choose the best answer to each question.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Swift Motors. I'm Jake. How can I help you today?
Hi, Jake. I'm Sarah. I've been looking into getting a new car, and I saw a few options on your website that fit my budget. I'm especially interested in financing plans and warranty coverage. I want to make sure I understand everything before I commit.
Absolutely. I'd be happy to walk you through it. Do you already have a specific model in mind?
Yes, I'm leaning toward the 2023 EcoGlide Hybrid. It seems economical and eco-friendly, but I don't want to pay the full amount upfront.
Great choice. The EcoGlide is very popular. For financing, we offer several options. The most common is a 5-year loan with an annual interest rate of 6.9%. That would bring your monthly payment to around $385, assuming a down payment of 15%.
Okay. Is there any flexibility on the down payment?
Yes, we also offer zero down financing for qualified buyers, but that increases the interest slightly to 7.4%. Your monthly payments would go up to about $425 in that case. It really depends on your credit profile.
Got it. And how about warranty coverage? I read something about a basic and an extended plan.
Good question. The standard warranty covers 3 years or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first, and includes bumper-to-bumper protection. That covers major components like the engine, transmission, and electronics.
What about the battery?
For hybrids like the EcoGlide, the battery has a separate warranty, 8 years or 100,000 miles. But if you're planning to keep the car long-term, we also offer an extended warranty for an additional cost. It adds 2 more years and covers most repairs after the standard warranty expires.
How much extra is that?
It's around $1,200, but we can roll it into your financing if needed.
That sounds reasonable. I just want to avoid surprises down the road.
Completely understandable. Would you like to run a pre-approval check today?
Yes, let's do that. And maybe take the car for a test drive?
Absolutely. I'll grab the keys and we'll get started.
What is Sarah's main concern before finalizing a car purchase? Why does Jake bring up Sarah's credit profile? What does Sarah's interest in financing reveal about her priorities? What can be inferred about Sarah's expectations around cost? What does Jake's comment on the EcoGlide's popularity imply? What does Jake imply by offering to roll the warranty cost into financing?
You will hear a news item once. It is about 1.5 minutes long. Then 5 questions will appear. Choose the best way to complete each statement from the drop-down menu.
Europe is currently enduring an unprecedented heat wave that has broken temperature records across multiple countries, raising concerns about climate change and public safety. The scorching weather, which began last week, has affected vast regions, from Spain and France to Germany and parts of Eastern Europe, with some areas experiencing temperatures not seen in over a century. Meteorological agencies across the continent have reported extreme highs, with Spain registering a staggering 47.5 degrees Celsius in Córdoba, the highest temperature ever recorded in Europe. France also saw temperatures soar past 45 degrees Celsius in cities like Marseille and Nîmes, while Germany experienced an unusual spike above 40 degrees Celsius in the Rhine Valley. Southern and Central Europe have been particularly hard hit, with prolonged periods of intense heat putting stress on infrastructure and natural resources. Authorities have issued heat warnings and emergency measures in many countries. Hospitals reported an influx of heat-related illnesses, especially among vulnerable populations such as the elderly and children. Public health officials have urged citizens to stay hydrated, avoid outdoor activities during peak heat hours, and check on neighbors and family members. Several countries also activated cooling centers to help those without access to air conditioning. The heat wave has caused disruptions beyond public health. Rail services in France and Germany have faced delays and cancellations due to tracks buckling in the intense heat. Wildfires have broken out in parts of Portugal and Italy, prompting evacuations and significant firefighting efforts. Additionally, energy consumption has surged as residents rely heavily on air conditioning, putting strain on national power grids. Climate scientists warn that such extreme weather events are likely to become more frequent and severe due to global warming. The European Environment Agency has emphasized the urgent need for stronger climate policies and sustainable practices to mitigate future risks. This heat wave serves as a stark reminder of the challenges posed by climate change and the importance of preparedness and resilience in facing extreme weather conditions across Europe. Authorities continue to monitor the situation closely as temperatures are expected to remain high over the coming days.
You will listen to a 2 minutes video. Then 8 questions appear. Choose the best way to answer each question.
Okay, we seriously need to decide. The showtimes are filling up fast.
Right, so are we still thinking about a movie? I thought we might grab dinner first.
We can grab food after. Let's just pick the movie now so we don't miss the previews.
Fair enough. I vote for The Silent Echo. It's a psychological thriller. Critics say it's got twists you don't see coming.
Thrillers. I don't know, Sam. They always feel kind of heavy. I was leaning more towards Sky Chronicles. It's that new sci-fi adventure, lots of action, cool visuals.
You and your space obsessions. Honestly, I was hoping for something lighter. What about Laugh It Off? That comedy with the stand-up comedian turned teacher.
I heard that one's a bit too slapstick. Didn't someone say the second half falls flat?
Yeah, but come on, it's probably better than another sci-fi epic. I mean, Sky Chronicles is the third sequel. Didn't we already see the second one together and walk out halfway?
That was Star Divide, not this one. Different director, different vibe.
I still feel like The Silent Echo is the most engaging option. It's suspenseful but not gory. Plus, it's only 2 hours, less than Sky Chronicles, which is, 2 hours and 40 minutes.
2 hours 38. But who's counting?
I'm just saying, if we're watching something, it should at least be something we all enjoy. I'll fall asleep if it's all dark alleyways and whispered dialogue.
Fine, what if we compromise? Watch Laugh It Off now and save The Silent Echo for later this week.
But I don't really want to see the comedy one. The jokes seem kind of predictable from the trailer.
Yet it's the only one that's not making someone unhappy.
What if we just spin a wheel or something? Random pick.
Or draw from a hat. Feels childish but effective.
Or plot twist, we skip the movie, hit that new taco place on 5th, and come back to stream something at home.
Wait, that actually doesn't sound terrible.
I'm not against it.
Agreed. Let's grab tacos and argue about movies later.
You will hear a report once. It is about 3 minutes long. Then 6 questions will appear. Choose the best way to answer each question from the drop-down menu.
In today's digital age, the lines between personal life and professional responsibilities are increasingly blurred. With smartphones, emails, and messaging apps always within reach, many people find it difficult to truly disconnect from work. This has raised widespread concern about how modern technology is affecting work-life balance, a topic that continues to spark debate among employees, employers, and health professionals. A common opinion shared by many working professionals is that while technology has undoubtedly improved communication and productivity, it has also made it harder to set boundaries. Many employees feel obligated to check emails during dinner, respond to late-night messages, or attend virtual meetings while on vacation. The expectation to be constantly available has led to a sense of burnout and reduced personal time, especially among remote workers. People argue that even when they're not physically at work, their minds are still preoccupied with professional tasks due to constant digital engagement. From the employer side, there's a growing recognition of this issue. Many organizations now promote flexible work hours and encourage employees to take regular breaks. However, in practice, these policies are not always enforced or followed. The culture of overworking, especially in competitive industries, continues to pressure workers into staying connected beyond working hours. Mental health experts also share the viewpoint that always being connected can negatively impact emotional well-being and relationships. They emphasize the importance of setting boundaries, such as designated offline times, and creating a work environment that respects personal space and rest. So the general consensus is that while connectivity has brought benefits, there must be clearer boundaries between work and personal life. Achieving this balance requires effort from both individuals and organizations. Workers need to learn to say no to after-hours requests, and companies must support this by creating healthier expectations and setting clear communication norms. Without this, the line between work and life may completely disappear, leading to long-term consequences on well-being and productivity.